welcome back to Gecko Cove. My name is Bobby, and today we're going to be doing a review of this beautiful 4x2x2 New Age Pets enclosure. It is their Mojave line. This thing is perfect for your bearded dragons, your Uromastyx, your snakes. I don't keep snakes, but you can put one in there. They're fantastic. So, looking at this, I was sent this for free by New Age Pets. They were nice enough to say, hey, I know you got that new Uromastyx. It's gonna need a little bit larger enclosure as it grows up. How about we send you one, you can give us a review. So I didn't want to do an unboxing where we, go and put this together. Guys, they're easy. I've shown you at least 2 or 3 videos of me putting together their products. If you want to see one of those videos, they're right here. It's a nice, kind of time reel where I speed things up. And really, I didn't have to speed it up that much because it took me maybe an hour to put both of these things together without any tools, without power tools. You can't go wrong with how simple the construction is on these. But simple doesn't mean that they're cheap. The heavy gauge steel, the thick EcoFlex material that they use, it is going to hold up to the test of time, in my opinion. My other enclosures that I've had for well over a year are just as good as the day that I built them. And I put them through the ringers, trust me. But I want to go and give you kind of a little walkthrough of this enclosure, let you know my thoughts, and then we'll wrap back up. It's a review video. You guys know what to expect. See ya. All right, so this is the review part. So just kind of a walkthrough. You've got the base here. You've got the enclosure sitting on top. You can buy these separately or together. I highly recommend buying them together. Here you've got, I usually put the little lock thing up here. This fits easily in here, slides down. Now, when my kids want to come and open it, oh wait, they can't. Pull that up. And then to slide it open, super easy. You've got nice, thick glass doors. Glass is easier to clean, less likely to scratch than any other material that we use for these doors. It's got a beautiful substrate lip, really nice and tall. I don't find the viewing window too small. I really like it. I think it makes the animals feel a little bit more secure that the whole front is not glass. That is a really nice feature of this. In here, you've got the air vents to the right and left, just like all of their products. You've got the giant venting, okay, of the top. And again, this is nice heavy gauge steel. I am not worried about that rusting or breaking down. It also seems coated, which is really nice. So one thing I want to point out is look at the lip here, okay, in between the top. So when you've got your lights here, this stuff's going nowhere. I'm not going to touch that. That's hot. But when you're playing around with this, I have a cat, and God forbid he knocks anything over and starts a fire. I like the added security that this is about, about an inch long. So I was not flicking you guys off. Forgive me for that. But in here, Gonzo is just waking up. This is an early morning video, and he usually takes a little bit to warm up, as most reptiles do. You've got his basking spot warming up to a nice 120, 125 degrees, and then just rocks and wood and things for him to climb around. This is a jungle gym, and he uses every square inch. He's usually back here. Can we find him? I think I see him. Yep, there he is. Say hi, Gonzo. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, you're a tired little boy. Beautiful. Guys, if you are looking for a Uromastyx, there's a lot of good breeders out there. Get a captive bred animal. It makes a world of difference. And if you're looking for my favorite breeder, I got him from Arids Only, Philip Leitz. I can't recommend that guy anymore. He's fantastic. Just a wealth of knowledge. Nice guy. I messaged him after I made this enclosure, and he takes the time to chat with you. So just a really cool guy. But back to the review on this. One thing I will point out is this time I was smarter. Now that I've built a few of these, I actually put the handle not right at the edge. Don't do that. You can cause issues with, when you close it, not having enough room to put the lock on. Move it out about an inch, inch and a half. That seems to be the perfect spot that I found, and it does not impede it in any way, shape, or form. Guys, this is a beautiful box to keep lizards in. They did a great job. The only little thing that I can complain or ding on is if you notice with this color, I got it in black this time instead of the gray or the traditional buff. There's sort of a haze to it. I talked to the reps there, and they said that they have a solution for me, literally a homemade solution that I could do to kind of wipe it off and clear that off. But it's a manufacturing issue. They said that their manufacturer is going to be working on that to make sure that the next batch doesn't have that issue. So I trust that that's something they're working on. But, you know, I feel like over time, when you've got sort of a flat black, it's going to have kind of a dust on it. So really slick. You know, I like how, honestly, how masculine this one is. But I will be doing a 3D background. I wanted to get him in the enclosure because he's been running around like crazy and just, you know, enjoying every square inch of this. I mean, they utilize the space. And in his last enclosure, it was working great, but I just saw him, you know, falling a few times. And even though they're semi-arboreal, they're not arboreal, and I didn't want him to get hurt. I like him too much. So I will be also, like I said, in a future video. So if you haven't already subscribed, please go do that right now. I will be doing a 3-walled 3D background and installing that in here and just making this even more beautiful. This is my living room, so I want this to be as nice for me as it is for Gonzo. All right, let's give my final thoughts. That was the enclosure. I mean, it is what it is. It's a beautiful, well-built enclosure. I could not recommend the new Age Pets Mojave line anymore. It's a traditional 4x2x2. There's so many species in the industry that could use a large enclosure like this, and they even have one a little bit bigger. So if you're looking for, I believe it's a 5x2x2, they've got you covered with that as well. But with this one, I think it's about a 9 out of 10. The only thing that I'm gonna ding it on is the kind of hazy finish that's on the black. But if you go with any of the other colors, the gray, the kind of buff color, you got a 10 out of 10 there, okay? With the heavy doors, the lock that comes with it, the handles, the heavy gauge steel up here, this thing is built to last. And not only that, but at the price point, they ship it directly to your house. And, you know, it's easy to put together. So many times you get something and it's just not easy. This, again, I did with my 5-year-old son. We only used their tool. I didn't even need my drill to put this thing together. If I ever needed to take this apart or take off the top to put in a new background, right? I can just take the key, undo a few screws, and I'm not gonna strip it. This thing is going to be able to be put together and taken apart. Not that you're gonna do that, but it could easily be done multiple times. Actually, when we were at Tinley, New Age Pets, I was talking to their reps because they sponsored the Wickens Reptile paired with Chewy build off. So if you've not seen that video, I'll also link that here. I got to help out my buddy John at Goldenrod Gex. He was one of the competitors, and we did a rock background for that enclosure as well. So if the voting is still open by the time this video gets out, go vote for my buddy John. He did a great job. But back to the review, you know, with the stand and, you know, the matching enclosure, this thing is a no-brainer. Go pick one up. You can go order it on chewy.com and or, you know, anywhere else that they sell these enclosures. They're everywhere. They really are. The availability, the price point, the quality of these enclosures, you just can't beat it. I will say though, if you are looking for an enclosure for a New Caledonian species, I would not recommend these. These have too much ventilation, especially if you're in a drier climate or if you're up north like I am. You really want to have, you know, a little bit more of an enclosed environment so that the humidity stays up. I'll show you how I am retrofitting my enclosure that I used to have him in, the Madagascar series, in my New Caledonian species room, because I do want to put something new, and I do want to put a gecko in there. So either a pair of leechies or chewies or maybe some more gargs in there. We'll see what I end up putting in there. But you can easily put a screen top, you know, some kind of I'll show you exactly what I do. But I'm going to retrofit it so that the humidity stays in. For that one, it's a little bit easier than a big 4-foot top like this. And it's going to work out great because that thing is, I'm going to deck it out, and with the size and just quality of that enclosure, it's going to be a palace for whatever species I put in there. So if you're interested in anything like that, if you like this review, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you would put in a 4x2x2 enclosure from New Age Pets. I'll see you next time. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video and want to encourage me to make more gargoyle gecko content, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, share this with a friend, and maybe check out one of the videos right over there. I'll see you next time on Gecko Cove.